Hello, my lovely Libras. I hope you guys are doing well. Apologies for my lateness. I was super ill last week, so after I recorded Earth and Water signs, I got ill, so I didn't record fire and air. So now I am back. Now you guys get your reading. This will be for this week, so between now and Sunday, and also from now on, you guys will be going fast. All right, so. I actually have never done you guys fast before. I mean, I'm sure there is sometimes, but not for a long time, so I think it's well deserved, to be fair. So anyway, let's dive into it for you guys, Libra. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. All right, let's go for Libra's spirit. Let's go. So your current energy for the week. Let's see. Seven of Pentacles. This is showing me that you guys are really working hard on something. You're putting the effort to it. You're staying consistent despite the obstacles. All right. This is about you waiting for your hard work to be recognized and for it to show fruit, basically. Waiting to harvest the things you put a lot of effort into. So don't give up. Keep going. You might be feeling a little bit stressed, a little bit tired. I'm hearing cranky. You know, things could be irritating you a little bit this week. But it's because, you know, you're not getting a lot of dopamine from the results you're putting in to something, okay? But it will come, don't worry. What you are doing is you're working for the long-term success, not short-term success. So Libra, that's amazing, by the way. So yes, it might take a while for you to really see the results of something, but don't underestimate the roots, because it might be hard for you now to stay consistent or to be putting effort towards something, and maybe you're not seeing a lot of things on the surface, but underneath the surface there's a lot going on. All right, the roots are expanding for what it is that you're doing and what it is you're trying to grow. All right, so it is to do with your long-term success, maybe your finances. All right, so if you're working towards a pay rise, or you're working to grow your for example, your wealth or stability in life. Stability really is coming from roots. You want the roots to be deep so that it lasts for a long time. So what you're doing is good. All right, don't worry about it. It might take a while. That's exhausting, but you're doing it. All right. Your challenge for this week is the Sun. It's not really a challenge then. Whenever a really good card comes up in a challenge position, it's just something that you're just struggling with a little bit. But, you know, ultimately it is a really good week already from what I'm seeing. The Sun card coming through is about joy. It's about happiness. So because this is a challenge for you, there could be a bit of a challenge when it comes down to bathing in that happiness that maybe already is in your life, because a project or a plan again or something is taking its time that you might not be able to really enjoy the joy that you might have in this current energy. The Sun card being here is a good card to come up as a challenge, to be fair, because it feels like you're trying to find happiness in what it is that you're doing, even if it's unconventional, I'm hearing, or if it's something that, you know, you might not be enjoying the hard work or something, but it's almost like it's like there's two sides to a coin is what I'm hearing here. There is something to enjoy in what it is that you're doing that might be needing to be looked at. Let's carry on. For some of you, what's interesting is if you've not been feeling very happy, you know, it happens, or if you're not feeling very like able to be, you know, vulnerable or to love the things that you have going on for yourself, because, you know, you're working really hard, you're not seeing many results, or again, it's taking some time. Because this is always represented by like something that you're growing, Libra, you know, plants need sunlight. They need that. So for this to be a challenge is that you're trying to figure out what is missing. And for a lot of you, because this is a card of joy and growth, I think you're the person that needs to shine the light on what it is that you're doing to find happiness with it, because that will be that secret ingredient, that missing ingredient that you need to get the results a bit faster, okay? So it's almost like shining a light on what it is that you're doing, shining joy on it, finding joy in what it is that you're doing might actually make it manifest faster for you. So for some of you, you definitely need to hear that. What to focus on is the Eight of Wands. We love this, Libra. Things are moving forward very quickly for you. What you need to be focusing on here is that there is a lot of opportunities coming away. Life is starting to speed up for you. things are moving in the right direction. This is always my card of things are finally moving in a really positive way. So again, if you are worried and caught up on the details and the nitty-gritty of what you're doing and how hard it is and the difficulty of that, you're really going to miss the opportunities that come your way. Or you're just going to completely overlook the fact that you're finally moving in the right direction. And for some of you, sorry, I hit my elbow on that. For some of you, you don't want to overlook that you're moving in a really good direction, okay? And where you're headed is really amazing stuff. This is not really my card of travel, but for some reason I'm sensing some of you could be, I'm hearing like crossing a border. I don't know if it's like a little bit of a road trip or a boat trip, or you're deciding to cross the waters here. Just I'm feeling a short vacay, so very quick. All right, anyway, let's carry on. What to focus on is the fact that you're moving in the right direction. That in itself is very good. All right, let's see what happened in the recent past for you guys. The Five of Pentacles. So again, you've made a lot more growth than you've realized, because in your recent past, you have the Five of Pentacles. You were in a point where you had no hope, nothing to your name. Like I'm sensing this, that you didn't have anyone around you, didn't have any help. There's this energy here with the Five of Pentacles about feeling really left out in the cold, feeling really abandoned, or feeling really neglected by life, feeling like you didn't have anything. This is kind of like ground zero, starting from scratch. You are at the Seven of Pentacles now. You actually have something in your life that you're working towards. So even if it's just purpose that you found and you're working on, if it is just, something that gives you money, something that gives you stability that you can later grow and use and invest with, that's amazing. Sometimes, again, we can get a little bit overwhelmed with the challenges that we're facing in the now, that we forget about how far we've come. So usually in another reading, I don't know whose it was, but I was telling them, focus on, don't overlook the details, because they're just as important. For you guys, I'm almost going to say the opposite. It's like, yeah, don't overlook the details. Of course not. I think you're already focused and hyper-focused on everything you need to be doing, and it can seem overwhelming because now it looks like everything is, the list of things to do in your life is growing. But don't zoom out a little bit. Make sure you're zooming out and looking at everything, because my goodness, you've made progress. This is in your recent past. This is in your current energy. You've made progress. Sure, it may not seem like a lot, but it's something, all right? Because you were once in a really low state with that Five of Pentacles, financially in a shit situation, in a difficult one. There was a need for change, all right? Something needed to change, and you're making that. So again, try to find some optimism and joy in what you're doing. I'm sure there is something. All right, let's look at your strengths this week. The Five of Cups. Now, for this to come up in your strength, I know it doesn't seem like it. There's a couple of things I want to say with this. The Five of Cups represents disappointments. So why is it in your strength position? Because it also represents the fact that, yeah, sure, things might not be going the right way, or there is a few mistakes you're making along the way, or some things that are falling apart. But again, there is still something that you can use. This is a card that reminds us that there is still another side to the story. Something went wrong. We can use what we have left to make something right, okay? The story doesn't stop at the mistake or the error. If we are able to use it to our advantage, then we can change what we're focusing on, okay? Are we focusing on the fact that the cat has just spilled the milk here, or water in this case? Or are we going to focus on what we have left and do what we can so that it doesn't happen again? Okay, it's just a little bit of a mindset shift, to be honest with you, where you're focusing on your emotions. But because this is your strength this week, your strength lies in what you're focusing on. So we start to focus on the more positive things and joy, and enjoying what we have now, then I feel like things will outgoing quickly anyway, but you'll be able to really feel it and see it by yourself here. So there we go. If you're already pretty optimistic, then that's also really good for you, because this is, again, showing up as your strength this week. So let's see. And again, some of you are again able to use, see a positive light to difficult situations, and that will be your strength this week. All right. Now, in terms of your near future, Yeah, the Knight of Wands, travel. I do see travel coming up for you guys, but if it's not travel, doesn't matter anyways, because the Knight of Wands represents somebody who is super optimistic, super passionate. So I like this because the challenge that you're facing now to put joy and shine a light on what it is you're doing now and somehow see it in a really positive light and, you know, romanticize it is what I'm sensing, which means like find something to romanticize what it is that you're doing. So if you're doing something that's pretty boring or mundane, then how can we lead up to it and really like we're in a movie almost, you know, you can do that in your life, romanticize it. If you're having to stick to certain habits, you know, they're a bit boring and mundane, then romanticize it. I don't know, put some music on in the background, like make it something that you enjoy. If you need, the book Atomic Habits really kind of touches on that, if it's habits that you're trying to gain, or some of you might benefit from reading that book. It was a very good book. It's by James Clear, I believe, so I think. I would look behind me. Usually that's my bookshelf, but now my crystals have taken over. It's in the office, so I would just someone tell me. I think it is by James Clear's Atomic Habits. Very beneficial book, because in the near future, this is a conquering energy. This is someone who is ready to explore, expand. This is someone who looks at the optimistic side of life. So that is amazing, Libra. You guys are really ready to go. Feeling more, I'm seeing like something has really, what you're doing now and the challenge that you're overcoming this week is really going to help you to build momentum in your life moving forward. This is new career prospects, new projects that you guys are wanting to do and to dive into and explore. It's a card of exploration. It's a card of experimenting. Even if you don't do it forever, Sagittarius energy is known to, you know, not stick around for long. But it's up to you and what you plant a seed of and how you ground it, okay? But the Knight of Wands is a very free-spirited energy, so if you're a little bit tired now, because the Capricorn energy that's around you, which is again responsibility, taking accountability, it's, you know, work, and it's the structure, and it's the Saturn stuff, you know, it's quite strict. Your routine now, you are planting the foundation so that you can be free-spirited later. All right, so there's a lot of optimism coming in, a lot of exploration coming in, so you'll be doing lots of things in the near future, okay? And again, potential for travel to foreign lands, as they say. Sagittarius 9th house energy, okay, coming through for you in the near future. So philosophies, beliefs, spirituality, you know, all that stuff coming in strong for you in the near future, okay? Your emotions this week, let's see. Oh, Queen of Cups. Who else had this? Doesn't matter. I'm sure you don't care anyway, Libra. The Queen of Cups is very sensitive, very empathic. So you guys definitely will be quite sensitive emotionally. She is a Queen of Cups though, so feeling in control, or feeling quite strong with your emotions here, okay? Your frequency and the frequency of the things around you matters a lot when it comes down to your energy. So again, if there's things around you that shouldn't be around you, you will know about it this week, okay? Your intuition will be off the scales. All right, if that is a saying, and you'll be feeling more empathic, wanting to care and nurture towards certain people here, because your energy is going outside of yourself. So for some of you, that is a call to put it back in. If, you know, there's negative people around you, for example, or people, if you're around people who complain a lot, you're going to find yourself complaining too, you know, and feeling really pessimistic. So stay away from people who are like that. When you're trying to bring optimism into your life, you don't really want to be around people who are a little bit, you know, icky. You know, you don't want the icky vibes. No offense to those people, you know, each to their own. But I would say protect your energy with that Queen of Cups, because again, you're feeling very empathic this week and very sensitive to energies. Right, in terms of your environment, let's have a little look. You're the Magician. Now there's a couple of vibes coming through with this. The Magician is an energy of being resourceful. So in terms of your environment, you know, it may not seem like you have a lot, but there is a lot that you can do with it. Because the environment can represent people and situations, just pay attention to somebody who might be putting on an act, is what I'm hearing here. Because a magician can sometimes be manipulative. You know, is someone who acts like they have everything that they need, or, you know, they have these skills, these abilities, but really it's a show, it's a magic trick, you know, it's a trick. So pay attention to somebody in your environment who might be a bit of a, this is not a trickster energy, but, you know, might be putting on a little bit of a show here. Just pay attention to a person who seems a bit too good to be true. The Magician in your environment is also about manifesting. So for some of you, again, it could be some things in your environment that you are manifesting, but I will say the Magician manifests because he's able to create a vision in his mind of what it is that he desires and what it is that he wants, and the resources that he has is what's going to lead him to that. So it's about making choices, it's about experimenting, and it's about making sure that you understand that you have the power to bring a vision into your reality. You're capable of that. So there's something that might need some adjustment in your external environment. Now, in terms of your hopes this week, what you're hoping for is judgment, truth, clarity, recognition, and moving forward. I think what you are hoping for is a new journey, to be honest. Maybe for, the angels to step in. For some, maybe what you're wanting is clarity. Maybe you're wanting an announcement. Judgment can also be reconciliation. So for some of you, that could be something that you're hoping for, or some sort of clarity. It doesn't mean that you want someone in your life, but maybe what you're wanting is an end to a situation so that you can move forward, or some sort of, I feel like some of you want visual evidence, or you need something that you can see, and not just something spiritual, not just something that's in your mind and an intuitive thought. You need something that's grounded to really show you that you're moving into a new chapter. So what you're hoping for is for the angels to step in, to be honest, to make that call so that you can rise up and go to the next level. Judgment is also a card about learning a lesson here. So I feel like you are thinking that you've learned a lesson, but again, I think what you're wanting is for this to show through, and I think that's really what you're desiring and wanting the angels to bring into you. But again, they're asking you to bring the sun. Bring the sun and we'll bring the rewards. Okay, dokie. Now overall energy, the Hierophant. So for some of you, there could be a marriage coming up for you guys, or again, committing to something. Some of you could end up being like a teacher or a leader of some kind with the Hierophant. He's leading, he's teaching and being a mentor for the religion here. So again, same things apply. This is also a card about traditions, beliefs. We have 2 keys at the bottom here, so maybe getting some keys to something, or that could be metaphorical about having the keys to move forward. Okay, opening new doors, which is very similar to what you're hoping for with the Judgment. So could very well be the case, finding the key to unlock new opportunities. But again, for some of you in relationships, the Hierophant is, okay, in general, the Hierophant is moving on to the next level. It's like an ascending, moving on to higher things. So that's for everybody. That's what you'll be doing. For some of you, that could definitely relate to a relationship. Okay, my angels, so I wish you all the best. I send you my love. It is a good week for you guys. Things are really moving up at a very rapid pace. I expect a lot of good energy to come through with all the hard work that you've been doing. So don't worry, don't be afraid. Remember, try and romanticize your life. Bring joy into the small things, and I promise you'll start to see things speeding up for you there. Alrighty, my angels, I send you my love. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. Alright.